in accidents, things like that. Dean's also developed a Stirling engine. I don't know if you know what a Stirling engine is, but it's a technology that's been around for about 100 years, and I think Dean's finally figured out how to go off and make a commercial product down the line. And his drive behind that was so that he could provide a power source to third world countries and worse off than third world countries to be able to purify water, if nothing more than that, so they actually have some clean drinking water, etc. But in my world, you've seen on the news recently that we're about to shoot down or try to shoot down an American satellite that's disabled. That's technology that engineers have worked on in the rocket side of the house and other sides of the house. Other things we don't think about, the GPS system, the global positioning system, most of us have in our telephones, most of us have in our cars, this global positioning device where we can punch in an address and it will tell us how to go, tell us to turn at the next light, or tell us you were stupid, you should have turned at that light, make a U-turn, etc. 15 years ago when the Department of Defense started working on this, nobody saw a real need for it. There were a few people who were zealots, but the rest of the folks said, this is never going to work, it's never going to have an application. And today we find ourselves almost being, it's impossible almost for us to live without it. And again, it's having that foresight and having people who are smart enough to go off and work these things. So something probably more attuned to your life is the MP3 player. That technology was developed by a number of folks working on Defense Department programs that allowed us to do the algorithms and the code and the error corrections, etc., that would allow you to be able to play MP3 music today. And so there's just an astounding array of technology and things that you would never think about. That's why I say to you, you may not see this as a life-changing event in your life, but I think it will be. And I've been involved with FIRST for about 10 years down at the Nationals, etc. And every time I come around and talk to kids who had no predilection before to get into science and engineering or math, it's just astounding to see that we can go play with robots and are actually fun and creative, and they are the way of the future. And again, at the Department of Defense, you see a number of robots in doing things like searching for mines. You see them in the search and rescue missions of the world, trying to go underneath of rubble and things, try to find people. So they're very practical applications that make a lot of sense. And there's so many things that we don't even know about today that you folks will probably be in the driver's seat. One last other observation that I have in working with a number of young people flying on military systems that were developed 20 years ago and have technology that is so far out of date that if I even told you about it, you wouldn't even believe that it existed. But that's the technology that they have. And I watch these folks working on airplanes, searching for aircraft coming in from another country or an enemy, and they're simultaneously working 8 or 10 chat rooms at the same time. Old guys like me will freak out when we see that because we're not in the loop and we don't know what's going on, but you folks have found a way to go off and do that. You folks have found a way to self-network so that when we're over here trying to figure out how to devise a device, I find that there's 100 of you people talking to each other, working on the same device, flowing information back and forth to each other and ideas, and before you know it, you come up with a solution, and some of our older people are still sitting over here trying to figure it out and using a slide rule, for example. That's an exaggeration, obviously. So again, I'm so excited for you. I think this is really a neat opportunity. I'm especially excited to see the number of females in the audience or so. We've already got about a huge issue for us. About 17%, I was talking to the dean, it's about the college, it's about the national average rate for women who are in the science and engineering field. That's about what we have at the laboratory. And we do get the cream of the crop. We only go to the top engineering schools in the world to solicit people to try to come work for us or to have internships with us. And it's very difficult for us to find enough qualified females in the world. And I think that you folks play very strongly in this environment, and we look forward to a lot more of you coming around. And we are MIT Lincoln Laboratory. We're 12 miles up the road. I'd encourage you to come talk to us when it's time for you to graduate, or come look for us during summer and work as an intern with us and see if you can't get some practical experience. So congratulations on what you're doing. I look forward to watching the competition. Thank you.
a future engineer. So at this point, we're going to demonstrate the robots. So if we could have the robot controllers and their necessary pit crews go to their stations. And I'd like to introduce Nick Bent, who's going to introduce the robots and show us a sample of the game. So the robots, one at a time, they're just going to come out and they're going to play the game, and some of them are going to go around and we're going to see what they can do.
You want to give me an email address or something like that?
Yeah, can we do this in a little bit? Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely, yeah. You know, chance.
How awesome is robotics? It's really awesome, and you should buy a headphone. Parents go to homeless children, they'll still be homeless, but if you give a child who's homeless a headphone, then they'll be happy.
Teams, when I call your number and name, please drive forward and do what you do. Start with, we have our hosts. From New Jersey, Team 246, on the clock. You can drive there.
Oh my god.
With a fully articulated and forward. Team 1965, Mount St. Joseph Academy, the Eagles. Having trouble getting on the carpet there, but a innovative design always just cheaper. Team 2110, Charlestown High School, New Ironside.
Where?
Oh, come on, people.
I'm a scream too.
And the winners of the Teamwork Award, Josiah Quincy Upper High School Team 2127, Rising Phoenix. Now we will see a brief demonstration of the game as it is played. Robots race around the track, scoring extra points for knocking the ball on tracks and carrying them around the track. At your own pace. I mean, go. President providing some obstacles for competitors, but now he is underway. Over the clock, heading to the first red ball. Making these robots for the first time they've seen black passes act on a playing field. It doesn't look easy, and it's not as easy as it looks. Also, please remember, robots need to run counterclockwise around the court in order to score. Just like when you talking about making left and track, we have the Eagles. Moving towards the carpet down there again. Cause some problems.
They don't